Qurbani, a beautiful sunnat of Sayyidina Ibrahim alayhi salam, and the beloved Habib sallallahu alayhi wa sallam. Aka Kareem sallallahu alayhi wa sallam said that when you sacrifice an animal, Allah Azza wa Jal gives you the reward of one good deed for every hair on the sacrificial animal. Then, as well as that, Aka Kareem sallallahu alayhi wa sallam said, there is no deed dearer to Allah Azza wa Jal than Qurbani on the occasion of Eid al-Adha. This is a very special time. This sacrifice will be actually weighed with your good deeds on the Day of Judgment. It will be your ride on the bridge of Sirat. It is a very, very special act in the court of Allah Azza wa Jal. And a warning as well, that those who should be doing Qurbani, because it's not an optional thing for those who reach a certain threshold of money. And most of us in this country and around the world reach that threshold for nisab, where zakat is a farz upon us, and therefore Qurbani is wajib upon us as well. So we should perform it. But Aka Kareem sallallahu alaihi wasallam gave him a dire warning. He, the best of creation, the mercy to the world, said that he upon whom Qurbani is wajib but does not perform it should not come near our Eidgah. A very dire warning. So we should learn a lesson. A lot of people are very lackluster and very relaxed about Qurbani. Sometimes they do it, sometimes they don't. They don't really think about it. They look for the cheapest option and they only do it from one person in the household and think that's enough for everybody. It doesn't work like that. This is an act of worship in the court of Allah Azza wa Jal. And it is a command of Allah Azza wa Jal and a beautiful sunnat of His blessed and beloved prophets alayhimus salam. This is why you should perform it wholeheartedly. And I'm not saying that. Nabi Kareem sallallahu alayhi wa sallam said, this is a chance for you to humble yourself in the court of Allah Azza wa Jal. Present a beautiful gift because Allah Azza wa Jal is asking you to sacrifice. Present that gift in the court of Allah Azza wa Jal and then ask for whatever you want. Qurbani is something very special. Don't take the cheapest route. You know, some brothers were saying there are cheap options. You know, send them to some far-reach countries and £10 and £30 or whatever. Make sure the Qurbani is done properly. There are certain conditions that Sharia has set. The animal needs to be a certain age, it has no defects, etc., etc. Now, just simply treating it like a burden is not the right way of doing Qurbani. Make those inquiries. There are certain organizations like Dawat Islami who, alhamdulillahi rabbil alameen, do everything under the watchful eyes of the scholars, and then they make sure that your Qurbani and all the parts of it reach their proper place. Alhamdulillahi rabbil alameen, this is a beautiful act. Nabi Kareem sallallahu alayhi wa sallam, on the occasion of the last Hajj, gave sacrifice of 63 camels. And the blessed companions say that the camels were pushing each other to get to the front of the queue and at the feet of Nabi Kareem sallallahu alayhi wa sallam to be sacrificed at the hands of Aka Kareem sallallahu alayhi wa sallam. And 63 camels on the day of Eid al-Adha, that is a miracle. But remember this, in the 10 years of the life of Madinatul Munawwara, Nabi Kareem sallallahu alayhi wa sallam gave Qurbani every year, but not just one. Nabi Kareem sallallahu alayhi wa sallam gave two, one for themselves and one for me and you, his ummah. So when you are giving Qurbani, make sure you get your household, the mother of your children, and if you do it for your children, even though they don't have to, it's extra barakat, and your parents, they might have land, etc. But also at that same time, remember the one who never forgot us. Salu al Habib sallallahu ta'ala ala Muhammad sallallahu alayhi wa sallam.